Hello everyone. Good morning.
Good morning, ma'am.
Morning, ma'am.
See, in the previous lecture, we have studied about accounts reconciliation, advanced journal entry, what is company, share capital, we have studied about. So today we'll revision first what is depreciation and all, and then we'll start with company final account. Okay. Our next topic is depreciation. So for the, see, you can say that depreciation for the accounting method, it's a allocation of cost. Like where you can tangible or physical asset over its useful life or life expectancy, you can say wear and tear of its depreciation, or you can say that decreasing in the value of asset over the period of time, you can say that also.
Time.
Yes. So there are if I say that there are so many methods in that for calculating account depreciation, there are total 7 methods in there. But means some of the most common method used to calculate now in depreciation, there are like SLM method or WDV method. This most are important. These two methods are for the accounting depreciation method. We'll see that. So accounting standard 6. So one and the same only. Depreciation is the reduction in the value of asset due to wear and tear. This is the type, you can say, as I told you, SLM method and WDV method. SLM method, that is a straight line method, and WDV is written down value method. If you say that what is SLM method, not to SLM method, you can say that it is a जैसे कि asset का like we calculated the percentage on original cost over the period of time, like when I have purchased the asset, so what was the original cost, so we have to calculate it on that for every year. Okay, and WDV method you have to calculate it on your opening balance. Every year depreciation amount will change in WDV, but in the case of SLM there will be every year same amount because we are calculating same percentage on original cost only. Okay. So next, this is the formula for calculating depreciation under SLM. Depreciation per year formula, there is original cost, that is cost of asset,
मैम
capital
एसएलएम
cost.
क्या है?
क्या बोल रहे हो?
एसएलएम का फुल फॉर्म क्या है?
Straight line method.
ओके मैम.
यहाँ पे आपको depreciation per year का formula दिया हुआ है. Cost of asset, that means original cost you can say, minus salvage value. Salvage value means scrap value you can say, divided by useful life. Useful life of the asset. कितना साल वो चलने वाला है. So cost of asset minus salvage value, that is scrap value, upon number of life. So you will get the depreciation per year, current year depreciation under SLM method. And if you want to know the opening balance for the SLM, depreciation opening balance for SLM, same formula, but after that you have to multiply with this number of ago you have purchased the asset, like bought number of ago you have purchased your asset. Same formula will be there. This is the formula for calculating depreciation under WDV method. If you want, see, if you want to know the current year depreciation, so the formula is closing balance of asset minus opening depreciation. जो भी amount आएगा वो multiply with the percentage. Percentage will give you in the question. And if you and in the under WDV method, opening balance will be given of the depreciation, always given in the question. Okay. And same I told you just ago, for opening balance of depreciation amount under SLM method, same formula will be there, but you have to multiply with number of years ago you have purchased the asset. For example, say 8 years ago you have purchased, 4 years ago you have purchased. So you can calculate opening balance of asset minus not here you can take the original of your asset. Cost of asset be required, but I have written opening balance also. But you can take as a cost of asset. Cost of asset minus scrap value upon number of life multiply by number of years ago You have purchased the asset or you have bought the asset. So this is the format of fixed asset schedule, because in the companies they prepare the fixed schedule before the finalize of P&L and balance sheet. Every company should prepare this like at the end of the year only, before they finalize the P&L account, profit and loss account and balance sheet. Okay, in this format you can find out like particulars are there. In particulars you can write your asset name, like whatever asset you are having, plant and machinery, building and all, gross block, depreciation and net block. As we have discussed, like what is gross block? So you can say that original cost you have paid for the asset without any depreciation deducted. That is gross block. Original cost you can say that. Okay. So depreciation you know where, because of wear and tear, the original cost reduction from the asset. So you will get net. How will you get net block? Net block means you can say the after deduction of depreciation from gross block, original cost. If you will deduct your depreciation from your original cost, you will get the net block. So this is the format you can say. As we have already discussed about gross block, original cost paid for the asset without any depreciation deducted. Net block, you can deduct your depreciation from your gross block, you will get your net block, accumulated depreciation. So this is the example for depreciation calculating. This is the question number 1. We have already solved this. They have given the original cost of the asset, purchase of your asset, cost if you have made any purchases during the year. They have given over here. If you have made any sales during the year, you can you can see there. Like because what happens like during any financial year now, if you made any additions like of any asset, or you can say that of any asset you have been has been sold about that. So you have to deduct the depreciation as per pro rata basis. Like pro rata is like, for example, say you have purchased in the June. So you have to calculate pro rata like 9 months depreciation, because from June to March there is 9 months uses of that. You have used that asset of 9 months. Okay. So you have to calculate pro rata basis, that is 9 months. If you have purchased on first date of every year, so a depreciation will come for 12 months. Same. Okay. So we have solved this question. Just if you want to know this, you have just referred the last video of depreciation. Okay. I have explained everything in that video. So we'll start with new topic. That is our next topic is financial year, company final account. So in this topic you have learned about depreciation, gross, what do you mean by gross block, what do you mean by net block, what is depreciation. Okay. One second, someone is asking me. Okay, so in this topic, you have learned about what is depreciation, what is gross block, net block. Okay. Next topic is accounting company final accounts. Now, here you have to calculate your company's final account. So, what do you mean by company final account?
Means balance, prepare the balance sheet.
Yes, see, normal final account you know now, like in 12th standard, like you have made the final account like P&L, trading account, balance sheet. वो लोग वो prepare करते ही थे तभी भी. So in companies also they are preparing same only. But when you prepare your final accounts, they give you ideas like about how much profitability are there, or like where your financial positions of the business are there. So you'll come to know like how to management or owner have to interest to the parties, like you can say that. And you can say that as per the Companies Act 2013, every company shall prepare and keep all the register office books and accounts, because it's relevant data. You have to prepare everything, like revenue statement, that is P&L, and balance sheet. Like they prepare, it will give you the true and fair view of the company. It will give you an idea. They will give you, if anything, any loss are there, so you can prevent for the loss. And financial statement they are preparing. So this is the introduction. Like you can say that every company should prepare books and financial statement for every year. But what do you mean by financial statement? What is included in that? Because if I say that financial statement includes four things, like P&L, you can say profit and loss account for the financial year, balance sheet for at the end of the year at financial year, and company also prepare one more thing, that is a cash flow statement for the financial year. So this is the financial statement. You can say that you can a company prepare profit and loss account in the right side. Yeah, you can see company prepare cash flow statement. Company prepare statement of changes in equity. What do you mean by changes in equity? See, for the company now, as I explain you in the company or topic or share capital topic, that if company wants to raise the capital, they can issue the shares, right? If they issue equity share capital, so what is the changes in that? In the opening year, what was the capital, equity capital? In the end of the year, what is the equity capital? If there is an increase or decrease amount in that, if any are there allocations of shares are there or not, you can see that. So they can you can prepare also changes in equity. Notes to accounts, you can prepare. Notes to accounts is like rough work if you want to do the calculation, because financial statement see, financial statement, as I told you, like main is profit and loss account and balance sheet. So if you want to describe your P&L account, or if you want to describe your balance sheet, you can describe in notes to account. That is rough work. For example, say in
टायमर
balance.
लावलाय.
For example, say if you want to know about debtors, because in balance sheet you will find debtors total balance. That debtors amount, for example, say 5 lakh rupees. So you will come to know that debtors has been receivable amount from debtors is 5 lakh rupees. But if you want to know in detail debtors name or like everything, if you want to know the in detail, now you can go notes to accounts and you can prepare from that side. Clear? So this is the final statement, financial statement you can prepare. Was any doubt in this?
No.
So if you'll prepare now this financial statement, company shall give you shall give you the true and fair view of the company, and you have to prepare this with accounting standards, like whatever they have said in accounting standards, you have to follow that rule and you have to prepare this. Okay. So in financial statement, while preparing the financial statement, you must know about the importance provisions are there. You must know about that, like financial statement. What is the financial year?
2021.
Not assessment year, financial year. Yeah, our financial starts from April and ends with March. Like this is the financial year, na? So financial year of any company, you can say that only be from April to March only.
Okay.
Okay. For every company, there is a rule like you have to like just say something like if you have a profit in current year, so some percentage of your profit that can be transferred to reserve, that has been left to the wisdom of the company. If you have reserved something percentage out of your percentage you kept aside for the futures, like for the reserve, it will come, like it will be benefit for you in the wind up of the company when you will wind up your business and you required your cash and all. So this reserve will come helpful for you at the end of the year. See, in the market, you can say that the books of accounts we are preparing. So the question is like, should prepare manually or electronically? What do you say? I'm talking about from market side, because in the market what happens, the books of accounts may be kept in electronic form only. Also, like you can say also, because they can prepare manually also and electronic form also. And this accounting, like you are preparing in electronic form, now you have to pre-reserve for 8 years. Every financial, like you are preparing financial statement, you have to pre-reserve for 8 years. Okay. So this is the point you have to remember about this. This is the types of company under the Companies Act 2013. You can say this is the types of company. Statutory company. See, already we have discussed about this. Statutory company, registered company, and private limited company, share by guarantee limited company. In companies topic, in third topic, we have already discussed about this. Statutory company means which compulsory have to register in your company, like you can say that also. And registered company, which is your like your company has been registered in 2013 Act or Companies Act in 1956, you can say. If your company is registered under 1956 or in 2013, this means your company is registered under the Act. Company list by share, you can say like company is listed by share, like how much, what is the share price of your company is giving. So it will know this is the types of shares, you can say. Holding and subsidiary company. So this is holding and subsidiary company means like you can say that अगर कोई कंपनी का शेयर आपने होल्ड किया हुआ है, मतलब से ऐसा होता ना, अगर मैंने ये कंपनी का 51% शेयर ले लिया, मतलब वो मैंने उसकी होल्डिंग कंपनी करी, मैंने उसको सब्सक्राइब किया, होल्डिंग कर लिया उसको. सो मतलब अभी उसकी कंपनी का जो भी रूल्स एंड रेगुलेशन होगा वो आई विल डिसाइड, बिकॉज आई हैव होल्ड दैट 51% ऑफ शेयर ऑफ दैट कंपनी. सो वो होल्डिंग कंपनी हो गया. क्लियर? होल्डिंग एंड वो
मैं वो सब्सिडी मींस क्या?
से वो अगर मैंने किसी को होल्ड किया है तो वो मेरे लिए होल्डिंग कंपनी हो जाएगी, सामने वालों के लिए वो सब्सिडरी कंपनी हो जाएगी, क्योंकि अगर मैं नहीं रन कर रही हूँ तो मेरे सब्सिडरी में कोई और रन कर रहा है. अपोजिट, लाइक अगर मेरे लिए होल्डिंग है तो आपके लिए वो सब्सिडरी कंपनी हो जाएगी. ओके, जैसे कि मैंने आपकी कंपनी का 51% ले लिया है, तो आपकी कंपनी को होल्ड मैं कर रही हूँ, तो आपके हिसाब से अगर देखोगे तो सब्सिडरी कंपनी हो गई. मेरे हिसाब से मैंने होल्ड किया है तो होल्डिंग कंपनी हो गई. क्लियर?
Yes.
उसके बाद 1% कंपनी, you can say that
okay,
it has been only 1% as a member in the company. So this is the one man company. Only 1% are there in the company. फिर उसके बाद there is a small company. You can say that small company now there is some limit amount is there. Like you can say the paid up capital. So paid up share capital should not be exceed something rupees. I'm not sure, but something maybe 50 lakh. Paid up share capital. Huh? I'm talking about private company, small company in the private company, but paid up capital should not be exceed rupees 50 lakh maybe. I think it's not exceed अभी तक 50 लाख ही है, चेंज नहीं हुआ है शायद, बट 50 लाख है. ओके, बट कंपनी का टर्नओवर जो है, प्रॉफिट एंड लॉस डज नॉट एक्सीड रुपीज 2 करोड़. इफ यू वांट टू टेल दैट स्मॉल कंपनी आर देयर, सो स्मॉल कंपनी मीन्स turnover should not be exceed rupees 2 crore in the financial year, and your paid up capital, your paid up share capital should not be exceed rupees 50 lakh. 50 lakh and 2 crore. 50 lakh is your share capital and 2 crore your turnover. Okay. And last is dormant company. You can say that dormant company, where the company is only formed, you have registered your company in the Companies Act, but for the future project, you just hold that asset for intellectual property. You have not started any accounting transaction yet. You have just made that, you have just formed and registered in the Companies Act for your company. For example, I have thought that I have to start the company from some so and so company, XYZ Limited, I have to start. So I have not started yet. I have just made the name. I have just registered in the act for the future project. I will start in future, not I have decided yet. Okay, this is inactive company, you can say. I have only made the application and registered. Okay, I have not started. So this type of company are known as dormant company. सिर्फ आप लोग क्या करते हो, कंपनी स्टार्ट कर देते हो बट ट्रांजेक्शन नहीं होता है, सिर्फ कंपनी स्टार्ट ही हुआ है, आपने कंपनी को रजिस्टर भी कर दिया है, कंपनीज एक्ट 2013 हो या 1956 हो, कोई भी कंपनीज एक्ट में आपने रजिस्टर कराया है तो आपकी कंपनी तो हो जाती है बट आपने अभी तक ट्रांजेक्शन नहीं किया है, दैट मीन्स नोन एज डोरमेंट कंपनी। क्लियर? हेलो,
हेलो हेलो
हाँ मैम।
हेलो,
हेलो। हाँ मैम, समझ में आया डोरमेंट।
है ना समझ में?
हाँ हाँ है।
क्या आवाज आ रहा है आप लोगों को?
Yes,
Yes,
हाँ
ma'am.
मैम, आवाज आ रहा है।
Okay. So this is the types of companies under the Companies Act. This all have registered. If you have not registered now in Companies Act 1956, you can register your company in Companies Act 2013. This is the statement of profit and loss account, like format of P&L. This is the format you have to आपको याद रखना पड़ेगा for the exam purpose. Otherwise market में तो formats are already ready-made, they have given you. You can download from net. Okay, so first is, so this is not full format. यहाँ पे 1 second. This is the statement of profit and loss account. This is the first page of statement, and this is the second page. So we'll discuss first about first page, then we'll discuss about second page. First is revenue from operation. See, revenue from operation. See, we have studied normal profit and loss account. Horizontally, we have studied. This is the vertical, you can say. Revenue from operation, you can write over here like sales amount. Whatever turnover of your company, you can write over here. So, revenue from operation. And if you're earning other income other than sales, so you can write over under other income. Okay. Revenue from operation means sales, other income. If you have any other income, business income, like for example, say you have sale
discount
to,
received.
you can say discount receive, and delay for delay payment, you can ask for the interest and all from debtors. So this is also your income only. So you can write over your other income. So you will get your total income, sales plus other income. After that, you have to less your expenses. So there are like expenses are there. Cost of material consumed in the business. What was the cost you have consumed for your material? You have to write over here in the inner column, because less expenses. This is the head. There are like you can say the 4 or 5 expenses are there. You have to return in inner column. Then we'll total and then we'll outside it. Okay. Second is purchase of stock in trade. If you have purchased anything, stock, so you can write over here. Third one is changes in inventory. See, purchase of stock means if you in the current year if you have purchased any stock, so you can write over here. And changes in inventory means you have to do is what was your opening stock and what is your closing stock. You have to less from that. So that difference will come over here in inner column. Okay, for example, say you have opening stock 40,000 rupees. In the year closing stock, there is something 45,000 rupees there. So 40,000 minus 45,000, how much you will get? Minus 5,000, because your
Negative.
opening stock is 40,000 and closing stock is more than that. So 45,000. So you have to 40 minus 45. So you will get minus 5,000. So you have to write over here minus. So here the logic will come. Changes in inventory, you have to write minus 5,000, and this is already minus, and you have to minus less expenses. So minus minus will plus. Okay, you have to remember this.
Yes.
Minus minus will get plus. After that, employee benefit expenses in the business or in the company, you can say what is the employee benefit expenses. Like you are giving the salary to them, wages to them, or whatever you are giving to your employee, this is the beneficial for them. This is the beneficial for them, but we expenses for us. So you can write over here like salary diya, wages diya, bonus you are giving, like whatever you are giving to your employee, this is the expenses for you. So you can write over here related to your employee benefit. So in the finance cost, for example, say you have taken a loan of rupees something that you have taken a loan. So if you have taken a loan, so you have to pay the interest and all. So when you have when you pay the interest, you have to take as a expenses in this head, finance cost. From anywhere you have taken the loan, from bank, from financial institute, and from somewhere else you have taken. So whenever you are paying the interest, you have to take over your finance side. Okay. Depreciation and amortization expenses. You know, as we have discussed about depreciation, tangible asset का depreciation आता है, intangible asset का amortization होता है. So here you can take depreciation and amortization expenses over here. So over here we have discussed in the 4th chapter that we have made the fixed schedule asset, fixed asset schedule. So here for depreciation you have to make again fixed asset schedule. For depreciation, for asset, whatever asset you are having, you have to make a fixed asset schedule. After that there is other expenses. Like other expenses we have not head of expenses, like you can say if your company is on rent, so there will be a rent, or you are making any advertisement for your shares and all. So other expenses will come over here, like rent, advertisement, like you are making any payment of insurance payment premium, like you can say. So it will come over here. You are sending like employees to outside of the company, like outside somewhere. So it will come over here, like traveling expenses, you can say. So like other expenses, whatever not including over here above, it will come over here. Okay. So from revenue from operation, that is your sales, you have to add any other business expenses. So you will get your total income. After that, total income less your expenses, this is the total expense. You will get your profit from ordinary business. Ordinary business means your regular business. You are getting your profit. Clear? Everyone?
Yes.
What about else? What about others?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so from total income, you have to less your expenses. So you will get profit from ordinary business. So this is the continue format. Profit, you have to start with, like this is the continue. Profit from ordinary business. You have to add non-ordinary business and less non-ordinary expenses. Whatever income, like non-ordinary income means, like you can say, other income you can say, like other than business. If you are having any income, you can add over here. Any other expenses if you are having, so you can less from here. समटाइम्स ये बहुत कम होता है कंपनी में, ऐसा बहुत होता नहीं है ज़्यादा. ऑर्डिनरी इनकम के अलावा दूसरा कोई इनकम होता नहीं है. अगर इन केस अगर है नॉन ऑर्डिनरी इनकम या नॉन ऑर्डिनरी एक्सपेंसेस, तो यू कैन लेस और ऐड ओवर हियर. ओके, सो प्रॉफिट बिफोर इंटरेस्ट. ओके, so profit from ordinary business, if you add something, if you less something, you will get profit before interest and tax. So now you have got the net profit, like this is, you can say, the gross profit. Okay, after that you have to pay your interest amount. After that you will get the profit before tax. You have to pay tax to the government. So it will available profit for appropriation, like profit available for appropriation. So you can say that this available balance you can transfer to general reserve, or you can propose your dividend to employee, like shareholders. You can kept aside like provision for tax, where as I told you, you have, while making any payment, you have to kept a provision before payment. So you can kept from profit over here, you have to less over here profit for tax. Okay, so profit available for appropriation, you can less transfer to general reserve. See, as I told you, every company is like what I told you, like every company is transferring such a declaration percentage of profit, like they will transfer to in reserve, general reserve. Like there is some percentage, like you can say the minimum percentage 25. It's depend on your company's profit, like how much percentage like profit you are earning in your business. But some like it was before 25%. एक 25% आपको आपके प्रॉफिट का जनरल रिजर्व में ट्रांसफर करना ही है. ये जनरल रिजर्व जो है वो आपको काम आएगा लाइक इन फ्यूचर जब आप बिजनेस बंद कर रहे हो, आपके पास पैसे नहीं हैं, सो इट विल हेल्प यू आउट. ओके, so profit available for appropriation you can less over here, so you will get your retained earning. Clear? This is retained earning is your, you can say that that is your net profit. You can add in the balance sheet in the reserve and surplus. Clear everyone? Format has been clear?
Yes.
Okay, so this is a notes to account. As I told you, you have to make a notes to accounts for this. जैसे कि here you can say for revenue operation there is no need to make a notes to accounts because only sales are there. If you can say that you have made any sales and some returns are there, like you have sold something and they have returned you goods, so sales minus sales return you have to do, so you can prepare a notes to accounts. Okay, other income are there, you can prepare. If you have 3 or 4 or 2 or more like other income, you can take it to the notes to accounts. While cost of material consumed, no need to prepare notes to accounts. Purchase of stock, no need to prepare. Changes in inventory, no need. For employee benefit, you can prepare notes to accounts like you're giving your salary, wages, whatever you're giving to your employee benefit, you can prepare notes to accounts over here. For the finance cost, if only one interest are there, in only one finance costs are there, so you no need to like prepare. But if you have 2 or more finance costs, expenses are there, you can prepare notes to accounts. Okay. For main other expenses, like there are lots of other expenses are there, so you can prepare notes to accounts. Okay. So here for non-ordinary income and non-ordinary expenses are not there mostly. So only enough for this. So this is the notes to accounts. You can say the revenue operation you have to create sales minus sales return. So you will get your total. Okay. So this is the finance cost. You can say the interest on bank loan. I have mistake over here. I have made one mistake. Interest on bank loan. You have to add your outstanding amount. Okay. I have less over here. You have to add. Clear everyone? In finance cost, you have to add your outstanding amount. And you can say changes in inventory also here I have made notes to accounts. Opening stock minus closing stock. Else you can, if you are not preparing now, it's okay for that because you can do in format only. In bracket you can like write like my opening is 40,000 and closing is 42,500 something. So 2,500 is negative. Like whatever amount you do, you can write. If you are preparing changes in inventory, it's okay. And there is a depreciation. You can prepare depreciation also. Depreciation and amortization you can say. As I told you, depreciation on intangible asset, tangible asset, and amortization on intangible asset.
Intangible assets.
And employee benefit expenses are there like salary, wages, bonus, staff welfare, you can say, whatever may be. If you are giving your salary, but like sometimes you have not given the last 2 months of salary, so it will consider as the outstanding. So you have to add in the salary. Yeah, if you have it's due but not paid, something like that. So you have to add in salary as the outstanding. Other expenses also I have made the notes to accounts. Rent and rates, taxes, bad debts. Yeah, for example, just like you have sell your goods to your data and data are not paying off the amount of that, so it's called bad debts. Sometimes होता ना, मैंने कस्टमर को सामान बेच दिया बट कस्टमर मुझे पैसे नहीं दे रहा है, तो मेरा पैसा नुकसान हो जाता है. So in the business accounting, you can call it as a bad debt. Sometimes audit fees also, you go for audit and all, so you get like, so for sometimes see if you go on audit